I just got a deal from one of my wholesalers, and what's really unique about working with my company, Complete Lending, and our deals delivered is we have these different wholesalers and real estate companies around the country. So one of the things we're able to do is we have deal flow every single day, and then we sort through those deals to see which one we like. Well, today I happen to find a deal that I really like personally, so I thought, what the heck, we'll buy the property. And when I buy it, I wanted to document every single moving part. So here we're going to dive into it. So you get an idea when you're working with a wholesaler, and you might get an email from someone that tells you some information about a deal. So you want to dive into that and check out the deal itself. So here's the particular deal where you can see this property is 3730 2nd Avenue North in St. Petersburg, Florida. I really love St. Pete. I really like Tampa, that whole area, Clearwater, Sarasota, Florida in general. California, Texas, Florida tend to be my go-to places that I like. Riley sent me over some information, tells me where it is, gives me some general information, and then I'm going to verify the information just like you would with any wholesaler. Anyone sends you a deal, whether you have your own team looking for deals or whether you have a wholesaler bringing you a deal, a real estate agent bringing you a deal, whatever the source is that brings you a deal, what we want to do is we want to be able to verify it and make sure it's in fact a deal. So we're going to look at this real quick so you can see what I received here. It tells me a little bit about it. It's a charming little 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's a little cottage fixer property. It's well kept. What's really interesting is in the last, 3 years, this is the first fix and flip that's actually staged. So how crazy is that? So this house is truly a cosmetic fixer. So what we'll do is we'll jump online, we'll look at some pictures more closely. But essentially it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's 1,082 square feet. And you can look by just the few pictures right here. It's really cute. Price, they think it's worth $325 when it's done. That's the ARV. The rehab is $35,000. And then if you wanted to lease it out, $1,200. Actually, I pulled some numbers. It looks like a lease between $1,500 and $1,700 a month. Normal lease, obviously, if it was a great vacation rental, VR, potentially a lot more. So one of the things I want to do is I want to look at pictures of the property. So again, this wholesaler, Riley, will send me over photographs of the property. Now I can go online, I can pull up the address, we'll take a look at it and look at photos as well. So one of the first things I would actually do is pull the address to go look at the property and see what we come up with. Just on Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, Realtor.com, something like that. So here we are in Redfin. I like to use Redfin, Realtor.com, and Zillow. I like Zillow. I know how to navigate Zillow the most. I think it gives the most amount of information quickly. On this particular property, I just pulled up Redfin, so you can turn around and look at the Redfin listing. Now I'll look at this and see what other information I can gather. So it's 1920s. It's a 2-car garage. The house seems like it's in really great condition. A kitchen could be remodeled, so we want to do that. With an expansion into the utility room for a large, bright kitchen. It is not in a flood zone. Important, because even if a house is in a flood zone like in Florida or parts of Texas, I'm not too much worried about a flood zone, but you have to be mindful of the flood insurance is just an additional expenditure. So again, if you want to pull some core data, you can kind of pull all this information down. But right now we're just going to do nothing more than a photo safari. We want to take a look at the pictures and see what we think about this property. Front of it looks really pretty cute. Obviously the door needs to be replaced. The paint, it's a little too dark for my likings. I don't know if it needs a roof. We'll determine that later, but it's in great condition. The walkway, I would probably throw some color into this. I'd probably throw a little ring around these trees and just put some red lantana, something that's going to grow, doesn't need a lot of pruning, easy to do, cheap to buy at Home Depot or some gardening store. Clean up the little walkway, but I'd probably paint this a different color to make it look more beachy and more cute. What's really cool about parts of St. Pete is you got this brick street. I love that. It just adds character and charm. It already comes with a white picket fence, so I'm digging that because obviously the neighbor has white picket fences, really cool. It looks like both homes on each side are nice. This guy looks like he's painted the front to make it cute, and it looks like maybe he'll never paint the side. I don't know. So the house shows really well. It's got nice palm trees, nice landscape, and the white picket fence. So we've already got a great place to start. And again, I like this street. We'll do the 3D walkthrough in a minute. So again, different picture of the front. Place looks good, just too darn dark. If you had some splash of color in here, it would really look cute. I'd get rid of that. This would be a good place for just an old wine barrel. Stump that right there, cut it off. A wine barrel with some flowers cascading out of it. That'd be really kind of a cute thing with a little drip in there. And again, when I was saying about some flowers, I'd do some bright, they could be tropical because it's Florida, so you could do some tropical variegated leaves in there, or something that's just bougainvillea, lantana, things of that nature. But overall, it looks good. I don't know about this palm right here. It's kind of goofy to have a palm dead smack in the middle. I'd probably pull that palm and put it over here on the side. Kind of a goofy place to have a palm. Next picture looks cute. Inside looks really cute. I would repaint it. It looks like they're newer windows, not vinyl. They look like newer aluminum, so that's kind of fine. There's a register in here, so what happens is, might have been a porch originally that's been enclosed, but you can see the vent there, of the register, so it's heated and cooled. Kind of cute. Needs new flooring, new paint, but overall bright and airy. Looks good. Needs a new light. So you can kind of just go through this visually. Think of every single room as having six surfaces. You've got 4 walls, and you got a roof and a ceiling and a floor. So you look at them and just go, what do I need? This looks like it's kind of exterior beadboard type of tongue groove or something. So that'd be really kind of cute, painted white or an off-white. So the idea here would be to kind of maybe go with a Key West, Florida cottage type style color, something a little more bright and cheerful and whimsical. Interior looks good. That flooring's got to go. No one's digging that these days. So again, just probably a nice laminate flooring. Popcorn ceilings. Not a big fan of popcorn. Some places it matters, some places it doesn't. But what I would do is I might throw some can lights in there to make it look a little more modern. I guess you could leave a fan. I'd find out from the listing agent what they would recommend, but I'd throw, maybe 4 or 6 can lights, recessed lights in there, and then scrape the ceiling. We can just knock the popcorn down and float over it with some mud and have them retexture it and then repaint. So in here, just flooring and paint, a little bit of the ceiling work, maybe some lights. Do something with this fireplace. I'm sure we'll see another picture. So this fireplace, I'm not too hip on that. I might throw some really nice tile, something to make it look a little cuter. This is another bedroom, and so what I would do with that space right there is I might put a barn door there. We might be able to leave that accordion type door, bifold door. Place looks really good. So it's pretty much cosmetic if you're looking at it. So again, if you have the TV would go right here, and if you do some really nice tile work there, that would be great. That'll make it look really well. So again, if we're looking at the surfaces in this room, so this is obviously, you see the bifold door here, so this is the bedroom at the front of the house, so it's kind of interesting. I kind of like it. I think it's cool. It's off the living room. That works. It looks into the sunroom, which is a little funky, but whatever. I mean, it's a cute room. It all works out fine. A little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. Again, popcorn. Deal with the popcorn there. Looks like the baseboards are fine. So it's paint, flooring. The little dining area looks cool. They got a cool beam. I'd get rid of this little light. A fan is good. I would replace it with something more modern. Again, it looks good with fresh flooring. It would look great. So there's a bedroom off the dining room area. The kitchen's in the back. I don't know, usually you want to open up kitchens, but I don't know that opening up this kitchen would make much of a difference. This is probably a load-bearing wall right here because you see this beam, so I think the kitchen is just going to stay where it is. And a lot of staging will make it look really cute, so it'll be fine. So again, you see the living room would be over here. This is the dining area. All looks cute. Flooring, paint, again, flooring and paint, same thing. The dining room actually could be made smaller with a little round foretop, maybe a little seating area put in there, depending how big this place is. I'm assuming this is the master bedroom. I'd change the sliders out. I would go with mirror because mirror will make this room look a little bigger. So I would just go with either really thin-edged mirror or just a beveled mirror with no edges to make the room look bigger. Pretty tiny bed in there. It's definitely not a queen or a king. Change out the fan into something that's nicer. I'm assuming that's a bathroom door. There's that front bedroom. So online there's no kitchen, but bottom line, it's a cute house. So then what we'll do is we'll look at Riley's pictures because he sends over some more thorough pictures. So let's look at those. Yep, so that's gonna be a door to the bathroom. The bathroom looks pretty cool. This tile, depending, we'd have to find out if this tile's salvageable. It looks like someone's done some upgrading, and that tile will work today. The light gray with whites, a little mosaic on the bottom. So I think we might be able to save that, clean the shower up or replace the glass on it. That looks very salvageable. New vanity, keep the toilet, get rid of the handrail, the handicap rail, change out the light, change out your accessories. Unfortunately, it's only a single sink. So what you'd want to do is a really nice vanity. Not a pedestal because you're going to want to have storage in here. Above the toilet, maybe a little cabinetry that matches the kitchen cabinetry just for more storage. A place to put, maybe a shelf and a little upper cabinet so you can put towels on the shelf and an upper cabinet. Put an outlet hopefully by the sink, above the sink over here next to a mirror. so people can plug in electric toothbrushes and shavers and things of that, hair dryers, things of that nature. But this is just a very straightforward cosmetic fixer. There's our wonderful kitchen. There's the kitchen, so obviously that kitchen, those cabinets got to go. So potentially, well, here's the bathroom. So the bathroom, you can access the bathroom off the kitchen or off the master bedroom. So that's what makes it a common area bathroom. The problem is this darn door swings into the kitchen. So that's a bit of a problem. It's kind of weird. It'd be really great if you could do a pocket door, but you may not be able to put a pocket door in there, so just be aware of that. These cabinets got to go. Electric, there's no gas. It's an electric stove. And there's no hood, and it's really weird having this cabinet above there, so the kitchen configuration's got to be redone. That looks like that's behind the kitchen, that storage area, which there's closet. Potentially, and it sounds weird, but that could potentially be a third bedroom, which could be beneficial. Instead of making the kitchen a lot bigger, it could be beneficial to convert that. We'll see. We'll have to figure out the floor plan. But again, all those cabinets, you can tell these are just cheap, like super cheap, like garage type cabinets. So I'd get rid of those and put fresh cabinets in there, or no cabinets whatsoever. Because that's a hell of a lot of storage space for just a weird back room. It's better to keep this open. It could be better to make this a breakfast nook area, or to put an in-house laundry, just a stackable washer and dryer. So we'll have to look at the floor plan a little bit. 2-car metal garage in the back. You can see it's a metal garage, so that's kind of nice. An old Plymouth, or I don't know what the heck that is, an old Dodge. Again, everything looks really good. Mopar. Okay, so that's what it is. So 2-car garage in the back. The backyard looks pretty simple, and here's what's really great. It has a vinyl fence around it, which is awesome. Again, this place just needs to be painted. It's just wrong color. It's got storage shed, which is nice. That's, painted to match the house. Got 2 storage sheds and a little parking pad. So this is all really great. You could put a little landscaping back here instead of all this gravel, so maybe leave gravel to here and then put a little yard. Maybe pull this gravel over from this section here, put it back over here, and then maybe just do mulch with some plants. That's kind of gnarly, so that's got to be cleaned. This all has to be power washed. But if this is all painted the same as the house, it'll look really kind of cute. Same thing, house needs to be cleaned up. Looks like there's a little wood fence right there. I would turn around and finish the vinyl fence there. Paint these corbels right here, these little decorative corbels or functional corbels. So if this house is like 3-tone painted, it'll look really cute. Got to check the siding to make sure the siding is, isn't rotted. And also the air conditioning unit, make sure it's serviced, make sure it's functioning well. So it's got a large backyard with a it looks like a sliding gate, so people could drive their cars in, park in the back. It looks like this guy's probably, restores cars. There's a parking pad, so 2-car garage with a parking pad, plenty of parking back here. And this little piece here could be really nice if it were landscaped. So if people have dogs or kids, it makes it a little more friendly. You want to check things like the air conditioning unit, all the mechanicals, the water heater, obviously the main panel. This is just kind of a straightforward cosmetic fixer, other than this palm is just in the wrong place. I think we've looked at all the pictures. So that's the house. So again, one of the things we're going to look at is, we're going to look at photos, because photos will reveal so much, and looking at this particular property, the photos look good, the information looks good, rehab looks sensible. Then what we do is we start looking at rehab numbers. So we'll hit that in a next video.